Welcome to the Pathway web application. When you log in using your unique login credentials, you'll see a landing screen that looks like this. I've set up a test club called Cuchulainn, and in this instance I'm logged in as the Cuchulainn manager. So you can see when you click on menu at the top here, you have a number of submenus: clubs, competitions, panels and people, and I'll take you through those in turn. Starting with clubs, you can see the club logo at the top here, and that logo appears on every report that's generated by the application. You have some general information on the club, address, postcode, etc. You've got a listing of all the panels that are set up for the club across hurling, football, ladies football and camogie. To add a panel, you click on the plus sign, enter the panel name and the sport type, and then you can add that additional panel. You also have the ability to send a text alert to every member of the club who is using the application, and that's a simple alert, title and message. Send a notification and it appears on everybody's phone screen instantaneously. You have the ability to set up meetings at a club level. You add the title, the date and time, an agenda if you so wish, and add that meeting, and it'll appear on the calendar of events for all club members. There is also a meetings function that's available within a panel, and that in that instance it's private to just those panel members and not all club members. You can also see a list of games in the system, either completed games or games that are yet to be played. And down at the bottom you can see you have the option of changing the crest, the club crest, by choosing a file from your desktop and uploading it. And equally you have the ability to upload a landing screen which appears on your mobile phone application. That can either be the club logo or a sponsor logo if you have a preference for using a sponsor logo to help generate additional revenue for the club. So again, you choose the file from a desktop and upload it, and it will appear on the phone screen. Taking a look at panels, you can see on the left hand side all the panels that are set up for the club are visible. Click on any panel and you'll see a listing of all the players in that panel. To add a player, you click on the plus sign. You can either add a new name that doesn't exist, or if it's an existing name of a player or selector or manager that exists in the club, you can type in the surname here and it'll automatically find them. You select their particular role type for this panel and the preferred position, which is either a position on the field if it's a player, or if it's a selector, manager, coach, it's always going to be a non-playing member. So once you set that up, add the panel member and they'll appear on this list. To look at the record for any player or selector, click on the looking glass and it'll put you into the record for that player. You can click on the back button to return to the previous screen. Also at panel level, you can set up training sessions. So click on the plus sign, enter a time and date, add the training session. Equally, meetings, you can set up a meeting, and in this instance the meeting is only for those members of the panel. It will not go to every other member of the club, just the people listed on the panel. Again, you put in your title, your start date and time, and you can put in an agenda, and that will appear on the phone app for every member of that panel. And along the top here you also have some additional features such as the push notification, which in this instance is only within the panel. So unlike the other club-wide push notification, this one will only go to the members who are within this panel. You also have the ability here to export game functions. You look at a particular date range, say the 1st of January, you export the game reports Once the reports are exported, you can download them and they'll appear as an Excel file at the bottom of the screen. And then from the Excel file, you have access to all the raw data within those reports, whether it be stats reports, player ratings. You have the ability to modify those in Excel and manipulate them throughout the season to give you additional statistical views of the team and player performance throughout the year. To set up a game, you first go to competitions. You've got 3 types of competitions: Championship, League and Challenge. You choose the type of competition that you want the game to be in. Click on the plus sign next to Games, and then depending on whether you're at home or away for that particular game, you choose from the pull down menu or type in the name of the team if it doesn't exist in the system already. Set the date and time for the game and then add the game to the system, and it'll automatically appear on the phone app for any user that's set up in that panel. We look at people, and every user in the system that is set up appears on the left hand side. To look at the detailed record for any one player or selector, manager, etc., you click on the individual on the left hand side. Their record appears here on the right. That's exactly the same record as you will get by clicking on the looking glass alongside the player name in the panel menu. For players and selectors and any other users of the application, we're collecting minimal data. The email address doubles up as their user ID. We also have the option, and this will be decided by the club if they so wish, to collect the address, the mobile number and date of birth for each member if they so wish. So that is a high-level overview of the web application. This is typically used for the administration of panels, setting up of meetings, games, training sessions, and any other communication, either panel-wide or across the entire club, depending on what level of security and confidentiality that you desire.